Okay. Okay, hi everybody. I'm just quickly sharing another video, mostly just to record this. I made this at a request for someone. It's a P.T. Barnum journal, and I just wanted to record it so that I could see what it is I did and remember. So it's based on P.T. Barnum himself had his own scrapbooks, and this is based on the look of one that I had seen online. And open it up, and I have a newspaper article and a writing board so that you could write and add to this journal. I have a little ticket for the Hippodrome. That's what he called his first or second. I think his first was the American Museum that he took over from someone else, and he changed it into the sort of carnival and I don't know how you would put it, human curiosity more than a museum. Some more tickets. This is a cabinet card of P.T. Barnum, a very famous General Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb was a really small child, a dwarf, I guess you would call him, but he was really little as a child, and his mother pretty much rented him to P.T. Barnum, and he wound up staying with him and became very wealthy in his own right. So just newspaper. So in the Barnum actual scrapbook, he has cut out images and newspaper articles and glued them in. Similar to this, only it's a much bigger journal, and they are like just columns and columns of clippings. Here I just did, one, and this is a newspaper article about the horse shows, one of the horse shows. It's a picture of the circus train, another ticket tucked in. This is Zazzle, one of the acrobats on the wire, and I made sort of like an amusement or something like that he would have sold. In a pocket, this is a hidden paper clip with an image of this troupe. And on this side is a newspaper article on Bohemian Siamese twins that he might have been interested in. He solicited he had a lot of, the interesting thing about him is, yeah, he wanted to be wealthy and a showman, but he gave people who otherwise would have had miserable, lives trying to scrap together a living, an opportunity to make a living, and a lot of them made a very good living. They became wealthy. This is, it says costume department, and I have just maybe some illustrations on some new styles of costumes and some swatches he might have had. More newspaper articles. These are more cabinet cards of Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb married another circus performer, Livonia, and her sister was the maid of honor, and another circus performer who actually was in love with her as well was the best man. And if you paid to come and see the show, you got a complimentary signed photo as a memento. It's just a piece of vellum, and I have a in here. I have a little insert here. It's like his accounts, statement of his accounts with listing the circus performers that he had. Have in here. I have a receipt and a check, copy of an actual Barnum check. Trying to go quickly. I wanted to remember. This is Annie Jones, the bearded woman, and an early advertisement for Madison Square Garden. That's my husband coming down. This is, he doesn't know I'm recording, a flip out of just some of the images from the circus, and just flips out like that. I have just a little tag here. Jumbo the elephant, famous elephant. I have more newspaper articles. Madison Square Garden. This is a fold-out picture, actual picture of the whole circus troupe. There's quotes throughout the journal. This is interesting. He called himself a humbug, and this book he wrote, Humbugs of the World by P.T. Barnum. So he says, witchcraft is one of the most baseless, absurd, disgusting, and silly of all the humbugs. So humbug is basically like trickery. It's another newspaper article. Here's an image from a newspaper in 1884 of Siamese twins. I'm sure if he saw that, he would have tried to contact the family. This is a circus train wreck, famous train wreck, in which the quote, "The show must go on," is attributed to P.T. Barnum. After the train derailed, he had everyone who was able to gather what they could and continue on because they were on their way to do a performance. It's another cabinet card of P.T. Barnum. Newspaper article in The Greatest Showman Garden. The interesting thing about P.T. Barnum, well, another interesting thing is that he took ill. He died at 81, and he took ill, and he decided to write his own obituary because he said they always say good things about people after they're dead, and he wanted to read his own obituary in the newspaper. So he wrote it, and he sent it to the newspaper, and he asked them to publish it ahead of time. So he was still alive. His obituary was printed in the newspaper. This is the kind of guy that he was. Pretty amazing guy. But I hope you like that look at my P.T. Barnum journal. Thanks.